ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So dear devotees, we are discussing the prayers and the teachings of Shri Prahlad Maharaj. And in the previous session we saw how Prahlad Maharaj prayed that I simply want to serve my spiritual master, Shri Narad Muni. So let's continue. Shri Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki Jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 5, text 32. Kindly repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Naishamatistavat urukramangrim.
Naishamatistavat urukramangrim.
Prishat anarthapagamo yadarthaha.
Prishat anarthapagamo yadarthaha.
Mahiyasампадарajobhishekam.
Mahiyasампадарajobhishekam.
Nishkinchananam navrinitayava.
Nishkinchananam navrinitayava.
Naishamatistavadurukramangrim.
Naishamatistavadurukramangrim.
Prishat anarthapagamo yadarthaha.
Prishat anarthapagamo yadarthaha.
Mahiyasампадарajobhishekam.
Mahiyasампадарajobhishekam.
Nishkinchananam navrinitayava.
Nishkinchananam navrinitayava.
Naishamatistavadurukramangrim.
Naishamatistavadurukramangrim.
Sprishat anarthapagamo yadarthaha.
Prishat anarthapagamo yadarthaha.
Mahiyasампадарajobhishekam.
Mahiyasампадарajobhishekam.
Nishkinchananam navrinitayava.
Nishkinchananam navrinitayava.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Prahlad Maharaj is telling his demoniac father Hiranyakashipu this jewel of a verse. This verse has been quoted in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This verse over the ages have been quoted repeatedly by our acharyas. It's a classic verse. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna repeats one part of a verse practically verbatim. Which is that? Manmana Madhyaji Mam. Similarly in Srimad Bhagavatam, this verse is practically as it is
repeated twice. It is repeated by Gadadhara and it is spoken by Prabhu Maharaj. Two great personalities. This is a very important verse. Very, very important verse. Translation. Please listen very carefully. Prahlad Maharaj is telling his father. So father is wondering why I cannot understand. You are saying I cannot understand it. Why I cannot understand? I am the king of the world. I am so successful materially. What do I lack? Why can't I understand spiritual things? So Prahlad Maharaj replies, unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava who is completely freed from material contamination, persons like you who are very much inclined toward materialistic life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Urukrama. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord in this way can one be freed from material contamination. In short, Prahlad Maharaj says the only way to become free from material contamination is to take shelter of a pure devotee. Smearing the body with the dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee means to make oneself subservient, obedient, submissive to the spiritual master, and living one's life according to the holy teachings of the spiritual master. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, becoming Krishna conscious brings about anartha apagama, as the verse said. Anartha means unwanted things in life, like lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, false ego, arrogance. These are unwanted things, and we can become free from them by taking shelter of Krishna, by becoming devotees of Krishna. Becoming Krishna conscious brings about anartha apagamaha, the disappearance of all anarthas, the miserable conditions we have unnecessarily accepted. The education that keeps the conditioned soul bound life after life is called materialistic education. Such an education induces the conditioned soul to be increasingly attracted to material life. When we hear repeatedly about something being glorified, we become attached to it. Oh, you got to go on this cruise. You got to eat in this restaurant. 5-star reviews. When we read this, when we hear this, our mind gets attracted to that. What we associate with produces thoughts and desires in our heart. And based on our thoughts and desires, we act. Therefore, association is very important. Association is not only in-person association. In today's day and age, association is also online. We have to be very careful what we hear, what we watch, what we read online also. Srila Prabhupada further writes in the purport, one may ask why highly educated persons do not take to Krishna consciousness. Why isn't there a Bhakti Vriksha in New Jersey of the CEOs? For the CEOs, by the CEOs, of the CEOs. Is there such a Bhakti Vriksha? I have nothing against CEOs. It's a valid question that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur addresses deeply in Sri Jaiva Dharma. Why the rich and the famous seldom take to Krishna consciousness wholeheartedly? Would you like to know the answer? Hare Krishna. One may ask why highly educated people do not take to Krishna consciousness. The reason is explained in this verse. Unless one takes shelter of a bona fide, fully Krishna conscious spiritual master, there is no chance of understanding Krishna. Unless we surrender to a pure devotee, Guru, one cannot understand Krishna. When we have material wealth, when we have money, when we have power and position, it is unlikely that we will have the humility to bow down to a spiritual master for spiritual education. Because we have material pride that I am highly successful, highly accomplished individual, everyone looks up to me, I do not need to surrender to a spiritual master who is not as materially accomplished as me. We measure this world based on our own material parameters. But spiritual life operates on a different realm. The educators, scholars, and big political leaders worshipped by millions of people cannot understand the goal of life and take to Krishna consciousness, for they have not accepted a bona fide spiritual master and they have not accepted the Vedas. Unless we surrender and become submissive and obedient to a pure devotee guru, we cannot make progress on the path of Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna consciousness is not a thing of this world. Hare Krishna. Becoming an MBA, becoming an MD, engineer, it's all of this world. Becoming a scientist with patents, it's all of this world. But becoming Krishna conscious is not something of this world. Bhakti does not belong to this world. Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj has written a whole chapter on this. Bhakti does not belong to this world. Bhakti comes from the spiritual world. When a pure devotee who has captured Krishna in his heart, you associate with them, from their heart, Bhakti will come in your heart. It is not available on Amazon. It is not available in the malls. We have to surrender to someone who truly loves Krishna. Srila Prabhupada further writes, therefore in the Mundak Upanishad 3.2.3 it is said, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo Namedhaya na Bahuna Shrutena Yam Evai Shvrinute Tena Labhyas Tasyaisha Atma Vrinute Tanum Swam. One cannot become self-realized spiritually simply by having an academic education, by presenting lectures in an erudite way. The Lord is obtained only by one whom He Himself chooses. To such a person, the Lord manifests His own form. And who will Krishna choose? That Krishna has explained in Bhagavad Gita. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshantite jnana jnaninas tattva darshana. Krishna has advised us in Bhagavad Gita, go find a guru. Surrender. Pranipat. Inquire submissively. Pariprashnena. And don't just ask questions, get your answers and go away. Sevaya, stay there. And the Guru, Chakshudana Dilojai, Janme Janme, Prabhu says, serve that Guru. Because the Guru has given you divine knowledge. Divya Dhyana, Hriday Prakashita. You have to serve the Guru. Srila Prabhupada further writes, only one who has surrendered to a pure devotee of Krishna and taken the dust from his lotus feet can understand Krishna. How do we become devotees, advanced devotees? How do we become devotees?
By association.
Surrender to Guru.
What is the meaning of taking dust from the feet?
Serving.
Becoming submissive, obedient, and serving the devotee. One must take shelter of a niskinchan, a person engaged in devotional service and free from material contamination. That is the way to return home back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada has given us the formula. All we have to do is give our heart to someone who truly loves Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
What Sri Prahlad Maharaj is saying, we will discuss from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Is that okay? In the interest of time, we will chant together. These are powerful verses from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj, Ante Leela, chapter 16. Ei mata
महाप्रभु रहे न निचले भक्तगण संगे सदा प्रेम विवाले.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is residing in Sri Jagannath Puri Dham. So where are we now? We are all in Jagannath Puri Dham. Is that all right? Haribol.
Haribol.
Who is our hero?
Jagannath.
No.
Lord
Sri Chaitanya
Lord
Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya.
Haribol. Sorry. Our hero is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is living in Sri Jagannath Puri Dham. And all the devotees are living with him. And they are always filled with loving emotions for Krishna, for Jagannath. Yes, they are filled with loving emotions for Jagannath. But they are living under the loving grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the source of all bhakti, who has the emotions, the mood, the heart, the feelings of Srimati Radharani. Haribol. You want Jagannath or you want Mahaprabhu?
Mahaprabhu.
Good choice. Prem Vihuval. Yesterday we discussed Prem Vihuval. What is the difference between mantra ending with Namaha, Swaha, and what is the glory of our dear Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
That call, that Vihalta, that earnest desperation for Krishna comes when you call out the name. When you chant mantra, there is establishment of a relationship and there is Atma Samarpan, there is surrender. There is surrender, but there is no madness. Madness is when you call the name. All the devotees were mad for Krishna, chanting the sweet names of Krishna under the guidance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Varshantare aila saba gaude bhaktagan purvavata asikaira
Prabhu Ramilan.
Every year from Navadvip, the devotees would travel, 300, 400 devotees would travel all the way from Navadvip to Sri Jagannath Puri to be with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ended his pastimes, nobody came to Jagannath Puri from Navadvip. All those Chaturmas Yatras stopped. That's why I said, we are with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even though we know Jai Gaura, Sai Krishna, Sai Jagannath, on the platform of Rasa, I am saying we are with Mahaprabhu. Every year devotees from Navadvip would come to Nilachal to be with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tasabara sange aila Kalidasa naam,
Krishna nama vinate ho nahi kahe an.
With all the devotees this particular year, along with Shivananda Sen, Advaita Acharya, Shrivas Thakur, Buddhimanta Khan, Kolavecha Sridhar, Shuklambar Brahmachari, all these devotees from Navadvip have come to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri Dham. With them there is a special devotee this year. And his name is Kalidas. What is the characteristic of this devotee, Kalidas? Krishna nama vinateho nahi kahe an. Other than the name of Krishna, he would never speak anything else. Mahabhagavatateho sarala udar Krishna nama sankete chalaila vyohar. When he would want to say, can I please have the HDMI cable? He would say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. He would not speak anything else. There is a verse which I deliberately omitted because I don't want devotees to get the wrong message. It is said that sometimes out of jest, he would go to the place where folks in Navadvip were gambling. Haribol. He would go where people were gambling with dice. And he would go and people would say, hey, come on, Kalidas, throw the dice. And he would do, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Even while playing dice in jest. He was not a gambler. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, don't imitate Kalidas. Playing dice. Otherwise, next festival we have here, there is a dice stall. No. Prabhupada says, don't imitate this action of Kalidas. Other activities you can imitate. Don't imitate. Even while playing chess, throwing the dice, he would say, Haribo, Hare Krishna. He would always chant Krishna now. Who was he related to? Raghunatha daser teho hayagnati kuda Vaishnavera uchishtaite teho haila buddha. वैष्णवों का उच्चिष्ट खाते खाते बुढ़ा हो गया. Kalidas was a devotee who was the uncle of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and his favorite activity was to eat the remnants from the plate of the devotees, and he did that all his life. It was his lifelong practice to eat from the plates of the devotees. Haribol.
Haribol.
Gauda deshe haya jata Vaishnave ragan samara uchishta teho karila bhojan. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, whatever devotees were there in the entire Navadvip area, there was not one devotee whose remnants Kalidas had not eaten. Gauda deshe haya jata Vaishnavera gan sabar uchishta teho karila bhojan. He had eaten everybody's from everybody's plate. Any Kalidas here? Hare Krishna. तारथाई शेष पात्र लय न मागिया कहा पाए तबे रहे लुकाइया. He would go and say, Madan Gopal Prabhu, can I please have your plate? And Madan Gopal Prabhu said, no, thank you. Then what would Kalidas do? He would hide behind that pillar there. Lukaiya, he would hide. भोजन करिले पात्र फैलाइया जाए लुकाइया से पात्र आनी चाटी खाए. And when Madan Gopal Prabhu will go and throw his plate in the trash can, out will come Kalidas. He will go to the trash can when nobody is watching. He would lick, this is Madan Gopal Prabhu's Uchishta. What wonderful Gaurarthi he sings, what wonderful Kirtan he does, what wonderful Vaishnava he is. Oh Krishna, give me a fraction of his qualities. And he would lick it, lick it, lick it. Like that, he had not left even one Vaishnava. Haribol. भूणी माली जाति वैष्णव झाडू तार नाम आम्रफल लयाते हो गेला तार स्थान. In Navadvip, there lived, now this is a taboo word, it is not used, but there is a word in Hindi called bhangi. This word is not to be used anymore, but it indicates a public sweeper. There was one great devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his occupation was a public sweeper. He would sweep the streets, the parks, the different areas. He was a sweeper. And his name was Jhadu Thakur. Jhadu means broom. He was called Jhadu Thakur. Kalidas went to the house of Jhadu Thakur, who was considered lower than a Shudra, with first class mangoes. Haribol.
Haribol.
Amra bheta diya tar charan vandila तार पत्नीरा तबे नमस्कार कैला. Kalidas, who was the uncle of Raghunath Das Goswami, who we know was fabulously rich, their annual income was 1.2 million gold coins, not dollars. 1.2 million gold coins annual income. His uncle is Kalidas, a very rich person, goes to the house of a public sweeper with a gift of first class mangoes. And he goes and he offers obeisances at the lotus feet of Jhadu Thakur and his wife. Patni sahita teho ache na basiya bahu sammana kaila Kalidas dekhiya. And Jhadu Thakur and his wife also recognized, Kalidas, you are a great devotee, you have come to our house. Oh, Dandot Pranam. They also offered obeisances, they returned their obeisances. Are we in the house of Jhadu Thakur?
Yes.
Let's stay there, okay? We are hiding and watching this. Ishta goshti katakshana karita rasane Jhadu Thakur kahe tare madhura vachane. Please sit down, Kalidas. Thank you for coming to our humble abode. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. For some time they spoke Ishtagoshti about Krishna. They had some spiritual discussion. Kalidas and Jharu Thakur and his wife. And then Jharu Thakur said, my dear Kalidas, you have come to our humble abode. So grateful to you. How can we serve you? What can we offer you? Please tell us. Ami nicha jati tumi
अतिथि सर्वोत्तम कोना प्रकारे करीबो आमी तोमार सेवन.
You are the topmost guest, Kalidas, and we are very, very fallen, lowly, low class people. How can we serve you? Please tell us. Agya deha brahman घरे
अन्न लया दिए ताहा तुम्ही प्रसाद पाओ तभी आम्ही जिये.
Jharu Thakur says, I will feel very happy if you accept some food from us. But I know you cannot eat food in our house. We are very low class people. I will send some raw ingredients like rice, vegetables and fruits to the house of a Brahman. And you can go cook there. We will sponsor the feast. You go eat there in a Brahman's house. We will feel very happy. Can we do this service for you? Kalidas, please. A shocking request from Kalidas. Kalidas कहे ठाकुर
कृपा कर मोरे तुम्हारा दर्शन आयु मुई पतित पामरे.
Oh, Jharu Thakur, no, don't do anything like that. Don't sponsor a feast for me. Arey Baba, I have come to have your darshan. Just by seeing you, I feel I have become purified. You are such a great devotee. Please don't do any such thing. Kalidas is telling his host. पवित्र हैनु मोई पाइनु दर्शन कृतार्थ हैनु मोरा सफल जीवन. Just by coming in close proximity to you and seeing you with my eyes, my life has become successful. Oh, Jharu Thakur and Mrs. Jharu Thakur, I am so happy to see both of you. एक वांछा है यदि कृपा करी कर पाद राज देह पाद मोर माथे धर. But if you want to do something for me as a host, my dear Jharu Thakur, then I have only one request. Please give me some dust from your lotus feet and put it on my head. That is what I want. Pada raja deha pada more mathe dhar, and put it on my head. I want some dust from your lotus feet. Can you give that, please? ठाकुर कहे ऐछे बात कही ते न जुजाए आमी नीच जाति तुमी सुजन राय. Oh, don't say like this. Kalidas, what are you saying? I am a sweeper. You want me to put dust from my feet on your head? You are such a great aristocratic rich person. I am such a poor man. Please don't say like this. In short, the host said yes or no?
No.
To the request? No. What does Kalidas say? No problem, thank you. तबे कालिदास श्लोक पढ़ी सुनाइला
सुनि झाड़ू ठाकुरेर बड़ा सुख होइला.
There's no problem. But please listen to the following verses from the Holy Scriptures. Name bhaktas chaturvedi madbhakta swapcha priyah tasmai deyam tato grayam sacha pujyo yathayam. It is said in Hari Bhakti Vilas, this verse is from Hari Bhakti Vilas, that my devotee is not one who knows the Vedas. One may know all the four Vedas, Chaturvedi, but may still not be my devotee. On the contrary, my devotee may take birth in the family of those who eat dog's flesh. Swapacha means eater of dog's meat. A devotee may appear in such a family. And if such a devotee is there, even though he is in a family or she is in the family of dog eaters, tasmai deyam tato grahayam. If they offer me anything, I will eat it. I will accept it because they are my devotees. Sacha pujyo yathai aham. And they are as worshipable. Those devotees in the family of dog eaters are as worshipable as me myself, Lord Krishna myself. Krishna loves his devotees so much. And then Kalidas quotes a verse spoken by Shri Prahlad Maharaj. Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Vipradvishad guna yutad aravinda nabha
विप्राद्विषद्गुणयुतादरविन्दनाभ
पादारविन्द विमुखाश्वपचं वरिष्ठम्
पादारविन्दविमुखास्तपचं वरिष्ठम्
मन्ये तदर्पितमनो वचने हितार्थ
मन्ये तदर्पितमनोवचने हितार्थ
प्राणं पुनाति सकुलं न तु भूरिमानः
प्राणं पुनाति सकुलं न तु भूरिमानः.
This verse quoted in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is from Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.10, spoken by Sri Prahlad Maharaj. And it means that a Brahman may have Dvishad, may have 2 times 6, 12 Brahminical qualities. But if they are not devotees of Krishna, then they are not very important. On the other hand, Shwapacham Varishtham. If in a family of dog eaters, there is a person who is a devotee of mine, the devotee is superior to a Brahman who has all these Brahminical qualities. And such a devotee can purify himself. Pranam Punati. They can purify themselves. Pranam Punati Sakulam. And they can purify their whole family. But a person who is a Brahman but is not a devotee, na tu bhurimana. He may think himself, I am very big, but that Brahman cannot even deliver himself, what to speak of his family members. Hari Bol. This is the glory of a devotee. So in short, Kalidas is telling Jadu Thakur, just because you are a public sweeper, don't think you are low. You are a devotee of Krishna and therefore you are worshipable. Give me dust from your feet, please. Shuni Thakur kahe shastra ei satya kahe sei shreshtha aiche yate Krishna bhakti hai. And Jadu Thakur in his humility says, yes, Kalidas, whatever verses you have quoted, they are true. They are true. Even if a person is a very low class family, but if they are devotees, they are worshipable. But Kalidas, I am not a devotee. I am not a devotee. Therefore, these verses don't apply to me. This is the humility of a devotee. So these verses don't apply to me. Ami nicha jati amar nahi Krishna bhakti, anya aiche hai amai nahi aiche shakti. Those who are actually devotees, this verse applies to them. I am not a devotee. I don't have any bhakti shakti, as Srimad Ayendra Prabhu would say. You don't have no bhakti shakti, you ain't giving no bhakti shakti. I don't have any bhakti shakti. Tare namaskari Kalidas viday magila, Jadu Thakur tabe tara anubraji aila. Jadu Thakur refused to give dust from his feet, even though Kalidas quoted these verses. Finally, Kalidas said, okay, no problem. See you later. He got up and left. And like a good host, Jadu Thakur walked behind him, walked him outside the house to see him off. Like a good host should always walk the guest outside the house. He walked. And then he said, okay, bye, see you. Tare viday dila Thakur jadi ghare aila, tara charana chinha je thai padila. So Jadu Thakur came outside to bid farewell to Kalidas and then turned around and went inside his house. Kalidas hid behind a tree. And as Jadu Thakur was walking back into his house, he was seeing exactly where he was stepping. And there were footprints in the sand of Navadvip as he entered his house. As the door closed, from behind the tree, out came Kalidas. Jadu Thakur ghar jai dekhi amrafal. Manas, sorry.
Previous verse.
Sei dhuli laya Kalidas sarvange lepila, tara nikata eka sthane lukhaya rahila. Kalidas remained hidden, and when Jadu Thakur went inside the house, Kalidas came out and he saw wherever Jadu Thakur had stepped foot, he took the dust from those areas and smeared his body with that dust. And he had already given the gift of mangoes. That mangoes are still inside the house. So Jadu Thakur goes inside. Outside, Kalidas, unbeknownst to Jadu Thakur, outside Kalidas is smearing all that nice dust on his body, decorating his body with the dust from the lotus feet of Jadu Thakur. Jadu Thakur ghare jai dekhi amrafal, manase Krishna chandre arpila sakal. Jadu Thakur goes inside, he sees the offering of mangoes that Kalidas had brought. In his mind, he closes his eyes, and in his mind, with devotion, he offers all those mangoes to Lord Krishna. Hari Bol. Now those mangoes have become Krishna Prasad. And where are we? We are looking through the window, okay? We are peeping through the window. We are peeping toms. Kalar patuya khola haite amra nikashiya tara patni tare dena khaiye na chusiya. His wife brings those offered mangoes to Jharu Thakur and gives them to Jharu Thakur. Jharu Thakur sucks and eats all those mangoes. In India, you squeeze the mangoes, make them into pulp, and then like a drink. It's like a ready-made drink. You drink it. So chusiya means he sucked those mangoes. Chusi chusi chosa anthi pheli la patiya re tare khao yaya tara patni khaya paschate. After Jharu Thakur had eaten to his full satisfaction the mangoes, the remaining mangoes his wife also ate. So both of them ate the mangoes to their full satisfaction. Athi chosa sei patuya kholate bariya bahire uchishta garte phelaila laya. After eating all those mangoes, the mango skins and the mango seeds were remaining, and they were wrapped in a banana leaf. Kalidasa, Jharu Thakur's wife, wrapped up all the remaining mango seeds and mango skins, went outside, and they had a compost pit. Everything was very organic and nice in those days. And she threw those banana leaves, mango skins and mango seeds into that composting pit. And who is hiding outside? Sei khola athi chokala chuse Kalidas chusite haya premete ullas. After the wife went inside the house and the door closed, Kalidas came to the garbage bin and he took out those mango skins and mango seeds. Jharu Thakur is such a great devotee, his wife is such a great devotee, and he started sucking on those mango seeds and skins. Ei mata jata Vaishnava vaise gauda deshe Kalidas aiche sabar nila avasheshe. What Kalidas did to Jharu Thakur and his wife, he did to all the devotees of Navadvip. This was his MO, modus operandi. He would go, give them a gift of mangoes, because if you give apple, they may eat the whole thing. But when you give mango, he was very intelligent. He would spend more money, but he would give what worked. Utility is the principle. Sei Kalidasa jabe nila chale aila Mahaprabhu tara upar mahakripa kaila. When this Kalidas with all the Navadvip Vasis has come to Jagannath Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave special mercy to this Kalidas. Would you all like to know what this special mercy was? Haribol. So let's go from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. Now we are in Jagannath Puri Dham. Pratidina Prabhu jadi jana darshane jala karanga laya Govindjay Prabhu sane. Every day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to take darshan of Lord Jagannath. Near the steps, there was a place to wash the feet, and Govinda would always go with a pot, jala karanja, with a pot of water. Simhadwarer uttar dike kapatera ade baish pahacha tale aiche eka nimna gade. On the northern direction from the Simhadwar of the Jagannath temple, just before the door, there are 22 steps. And at the base of those 22 steps, there is a small pit where Mahaprabhu used to wash his feet before entering the temple. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would wash his feet at the bottom of the steps in a small little ditch before going and taking darshan of Lord Jagannath. And who would go to assist Mahaprabhu in pouring water on his lotus feet? Govinda, his personal servant. Okay? Sei gade kare prabhu pada prakshalane tabe kari bare jai Ishwara darshane. After washing his feet there, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would climb up the steps and then take darshan of Jagannath. That was Mahaprabhu's daily ritual. Govindere Mahaprabhu kariya che niyam mora pada jala jena nalay ko na jan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave instructions to Govinda. Govinda, It is your sacred duty to make sure nobody touches or comes in contact with the water that has washed my feet. Because devotees like to take water that has washed the feet of great devotees. What to speak of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the greatest devotee. But Mahaprabhu out of his humility said, Govinda, it is your duty to make sure no devotee takes my charanamrita. प्राणी मात्र लयते ना पाय से जल अंतरंग भक्त लय करी कोन छल. Govinda was so strict in not allowing anybody to take that water that had washed Mahaprabhu's lotus feet because Mahaprabhu had ordered it. Prani matra, even an animal could not have access to that water. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said. So much care was taken. Nobody could access that water. But Antaranga Bhakta. But there was a very intimate devotee, Kona Chhal, with some cleverness, he got access to that water. Would you like to hear that story? Ekadina prabhutaha pada prakshalite kalidasa asitaha patilena hate. One day, Kalidas just arrived yesterday from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. And next day with all the devotees, Mahaprabhu goes as usual to Jagannath temple to wash his feet. He puts his feet forward, Kalidas pours water, Mahaprabhu washes his feet, and as he's washing his feet, Kalidas very nonchalantly walks up to Mahaprabhu, sits down, puts both his hands right under Mahaprabhu's feet and collects that water in full view of everyone else. Like this Kalidas, he collects as if it is his birthright. He goes very confidently, collects that water and एक अंजलि दुई अंजलि तीन अंजलि पीला तबे महाप्रभु तारे निषेध करिला. No one was allowed to even touch that water. Kalidas walks up to Mahaprabhu as Govinda is pouring water on his feet. Kalidas puts his hands right under Mahaprabhu's feet. 3 times he drinks that water. And Mahaprabhu says nothing. But after he has drunk 3 handfuls of that Charanamrut, Mahaprabhu says, stop! Kalidas, stop, that's enough. Atapara arana kariha punarbar etavata vancha purna karilu tomar. Stop, Kalidas. I know it was a heartfelt desire to drink my Charanamrut. Therefore I allowed you. I don't allow anyone. I allowed you once, twice, 3 times I allowed you. Now stop. Enough. Don't drink anymore. After this, Sarvadnya Shiromani Chaitanya Ishwar Vaishnave Tahara Vishwas Jane Antar. This is very important, my dear friends. Please pay attention to this 3rd verse here. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows everything. He is omniscient Lord. He knew how much Vishwas, how much strong faith Kalidas had in the power of the devotees. He had so much faith in the power of the Charanamrita of devotees. He was not doing it ritualistically. He was not doing it out of fashion. He was not doing it to show off. He was doing it because he genuinely felt dependent on the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees. He had such strong faith. Seeing this, Mahaprabhu fulfilled his desire. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Sei guna laya prabhu tare tushta haila Anyera durlabha prasad tahare karila. What was impossible for others became possible for Kalidas because Kalidas had such simple, innocent faith in the devotees. 22 पहाच्या पाछे ऊपर दक्षिण दिके एक नरसिंह मूर्तिया छे उठीते वाम भागे. As you go up, on the left side there was a temple of Jagannath. There was a temple of Narsimhadev in the temple of Jagannath. प्रतिदिन तारे प्रभु करे नमस्कार नमस्कारी ए श्लोक पढ़े बार बार. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would take darshan of Lord Narsimhadev in the temple of Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would again and again recite these verses from Sri Narsimha Puran. Would you like to see these verses? Namaste Narasimhaya Praladalagadayine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shilasankara Kalaye Ito Nasimha Parato Nasimha
Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Narsimha Madim Sharanam Prapati.
पढ़े बार बार. These verses have emanated from the lotus mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Once Srila Prabhupada was criticized. You are preaching Radha Krishna Bhakti. Why in your temples in ISKCON, morning, evening, Namaste Narsimhaya? Are you taking your disciples to Narsimhalok? This can be said by someone who doesn't understand the heart of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. Can there be anyone more rasik than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Antya Leela? This is not Nimai Pandit. This is not Bhavuk Nimai. This is Mahabhav Swarup Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha Bhav Duti Suvalitam Navami Krishna Swarupam Antya Leela. This is the Antya Leela of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Mahaprabhu is in the highest ecstasies and he is chanting Namaste Narsimhaya. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says it is Lord Narsimadev who will protect us and take us to the lotus feet of Shri Radha Gopinath. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says Shri Radha Madhav. Shri Radha Madhav. Shri Narsimadev protects our Radha Krishna Bhakti. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recited these verses which Srila Prabhupada gave us as Narsimha Arti. Shri Prahlad Narsimadev ki
Jai.
तबे प्रभु करिला जगन्नाथ दर्शन घरे आसी मध्याह्न करिला भोजन. Okay, so Mahaprabhu had darshan of Jagannath, he had darshan of Lord Narsimadev, he washed his feet, Kalidas drank that water, everything is over. Now Mahaprabhu comes back to Gambhira where he resides in the house of Kashi Mishra. And Govinda is the one who offers all the lunch prasad to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came for Karila Bhojan, he came to eat. Mahaprabhu finished his prasad, eating Jagannath prasad. Mahaprabhu looks through the door. And outside Gambhira, outside the door, Bahir Dware Ache Kali Das Pratyasha Kariya Govinde Re Thare Prabhu Kahe Na Janiya. Mahaprabhu looks out the door and right outside his door of Gambhira, Kalidas is standing. Mahaprabhu is eating lunch and Kalidas is standing waiting. Mahaprabhu ingit Govinda sab jane Kalidas re dila Prabhu Shesha Patra dane. Mahaprabhu finished eating and he looked at Govinda, gave his plate with all his wonderful remnants to Govinda and said, Ingit, he indicated, give it to that Kalidas. So Govinda takes Mahaprabhu's plate and gives Mahaprabhu's Mahaprasad to Kalidas. Of all the hundreds and thousands of devotees, Kalidas gets it. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Vaishnavera Shesha Bhakshanera Etek Mahima Kalidase Paoyaila Prabhur Kripa Sima. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, this is the power, this is the result of eating the remnants of the Vaishnavas. That Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his own plate to Kalidas, of all the devotees. Tate Vaishnavera Jhuta Khao Chadi Grinalaj Jaha Haite Paiba Nija Vanchit Sabakaj. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj, who is Kasturi Manjari, maid servant of Srimati Radharani, is giving us some solid advice. Would you like to hear? Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Vaishnavera Jhuta Khao Chadi Grinalaj. Give up your mentality of disgust. Give up your mentality of feeling embarrassed and go and happily, faithfully eat the remnants of the pure devotees. Hari Bol. That is the way to fulfill all spiritual desires. And now some definitions. Are you ready for some definitions? Krishnera Uchishtahaya Mahaprasadnam Bhakta Shesha Haile Mahaprasadakyan. What Krishna has eaten, that is Mahaprasad. And when that Mahaprasad is eaten by a devotee, it becomes Mahaprasad. Great mercy. Prasad means mercy. Mahaprasad means great mercy. Mahaprasad means great mercy. This has to be sung and repeated and tattooed on your heart, saved in your heart, highlighted in your heart, underlined in your heart. Are we ready?
Yes.
Please repeat. Bhakta pada dhuliyara bhakta pada jan.
Bhakta pada dhuliyara bhakta pada jan.
Bhakta bhukta avashesha tina mahaban.
Bhakta bhukta avashesha tina mahaban.
Bhakta pada dhuliyara bhakta pada jan.
Bhakta pada dhuliyara bhakta pada jan.
Bhakta bhukta avashesha tina mahaban.
Bhakta bhukta avashesha tina mahaban.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is declaring, my dear friends, there are three things in this world that are supremely powerful. Bhakta pada dhuli, the dust of the lotus feet of a devotee. Bhakta pada jal, water that has washed the lotus feet of the devotee. And Bhakta bhukta avashesh, the remnants from the plate of a devotee. They are supremely powerful. Eitina seva haite Krishna prema hai. Puna puna sarva shastre pukariya hai. Shri Gaur Nitai ki
Jai.
Shri Giridhari Gopal Srinath ji ki Jai. Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Please look at the second verse. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj is saying, all the scriptures are repeatedly, loudly declaring that these three things you must take. By doing that, you will get Krishna prema. See, ei tina seva haite Krishna prema hai. Punah punah sarva shastre phukariyat hai. Again and again the scriptures are declaring, take the dust from the feet of the devotees, drink the water that has washed the lotus feet of devotees, and eat the remnants from the plate of a pure devotee. That's how you will get Krishna prema. Tate bara bara kahi shuna bhaktagan, vishwas kariya kara ei tin sevan. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is begging us, please have faith in my words. Please have faith in my words. I am telling you again and again. Please accept these three things if they are available. The dust from the lotus feet of a devotee, the water that has washed the lotus feet of a devotee, and the remnant from the plate of a devotee. Please accept them. You will get Krishna prema. Tina haite Krishna naam premera ullas, Krishnera prasada tate sakshi kalidas. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, accept these three things. Bhakta pada dhuli, bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta avashesh. Accept these three things and chant Krishna Naam. These three things will act like a catalyst to give you Krishna Prem with the holy name. You can chant Krishna Naam and you will get Krishna Prem. But if you add these three ingredients, it acts like a catalyst and you will get Krishna Prem very rapidly. Who wants Krishna Prem quickly?
Haribo.
Then chant Krishna Naam and put the catalysts, the three catalysts that we have. Whenever you get it, take these three catalysts. Haribol.
Haribo.
Neelachalem, and Kaviraj says, what is the proof? Kalidas. He used to chant Krishna Naam all the time and he took these three things and he got Krishna Prem, Mahaprabhu's mercy. Neelachale Mahaprabhu rahe ei mate, Kalidase Mahakripa Kaila alakshite. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enjoyed pastimes with his devotees in Neelachal and he gave special mercy to Kalidas. Swarup Rupa
Sanatana Raghunathir Shri Charana Shiredhari Kariyara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Amrita Te Paramrita Gaya Dina Hina Krishna Dasa
Gaya Siddha Srila Krishna Dasa. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Swarup Rup Sanatan Raghunathera Shri Charan. I hold the lotus feet of Shri Swarup Damodar Goswami, Shri Rupa Goswami, Shri Sanatan Goswami, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami on my head. And I pray at their lotus feet to give me the power to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Amrit haite Paramrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita is already Amrit. By their mercy it will become the supreme nectar. Gaye Dina Hina Krishna Das, but we will say Gaye Siddha Srila Krishna Das. In his humility he is saying, I am very fallen. but we'll say that you are a perfected devotee. Shila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrit ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So what we learned today is that we should chant the holy name, taking complete shelter of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And just as Shri Prahlad Maharaj and Srila Kalidas and Kaviraj Goswami tell us, we should have faith in the mercy of the devotees.
Haribo.
We should maintain our innocence and have innocent, simple faith in the power of the devotees of Krishna. Be humble and carry on in Krishna consciousness. And very soon we will get Krishna prema. Love for Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
So let's thank His Grace Adi Gadadhara Prabhu for such a wonderful, nectarian, relishable recitation of Sri Prahlad Maharaj's teaching and so many beautiful prayers and lessons from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Such a wonderful way he presented, so engrossing and capturing. Let's have three really loud Haribol.
Haribo! Haribo! Haribo!
Let's request His Grace Gadadhara Prabhu to please come again.